Hello my friends, and welcome back to Daily English Voices. Take a slow breath, let your shoulders drop, and give yourself the gift of full attention. This is not a highlight reel, not a sugar rush of motivation that fades by dinner. This is a clear, honest conversation between the person you are and the person you're capable of becoming. The bridge between those two selves is not luck. It isn't talent. It is the steady, learnable habit of self-discipline, the choice to do the right thing especially when you don't feel like it. If you stay with me, you will not only understand this in theory, you will hear it, speak it, and turn it into a daily practice you can repeat. Let's begin with a simple truth that removes 1,000 excuses: success is predictable. It is not a miracle. When you see someone leading with calm, speaking English confidently, saving money, getting fitter, or running a small business that actually works, you are not seeing magic. You are seeing patterns, tiny actions done on schedule, not on mood. Two people start on the same day. One waits for inspiration, then works in a burst and disappears. The other shows up for 20 focused minutes, every day, even on bad days. Months pass. The second person looks lucky. They aren't. They are disciplined. Discipline turns effort into a system, and systems survive when motivation doesn't. Self-discipline begins with ownership. Ownership does not mean you caused everything. It means you choose your next move. When we blame our past, our boss, the weather, or our family, we drop the steering wheel. When we say, "This is my life, I will handle it," the wheel returns to our hands. From that moment, your language changes. "I can't" becomes "how can I?" "I don't have time" becomes "it isn't a priority yet." "I'll try" becomes "I will do this small step today." Ownership is not a punishment, it is power. Direction matters. You cannot be disciplined about someday. Your brain works like a GPS, it needs a destination. Be successful is fog. Study English every morning for 20 minutes, record a 2-minute voice note every evening, and use 5 new phrases this week at work is a path. Write your goals in real words. Put a date on them. Break them into steps that fit your messy real life, not an imaginary perfect week. When your why is clear and your next step is obvious, discipline stops feeling like a prison and starts feeling like alignment. Raise your standard. Most people are not lazy, they are uncoached. They settle for good enough, deliver the minimum, and call it a day. Excellence is not a gift, it is a decision repeated when nobody is watching. It shows up in how you send an email, how you answer a message, how you finish one more rep at the gym, how you review your budget for 5 extra minutes, how you pronounce a difficult sentence in English until it feels natural. The world quietly rewards people who go a little farther than expected. Discipline is how you become that person. When you choose to do your best in small places, big doors open that you could not see before. You will meet fear. Everyone does. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is disciplined action while fear is loud. Your hands can shake and your voice can tremble, and you can still click send, still speak in the meeting, still publish your video, still walk into the room you've been avoiding. Confidence doesn't come first. Action comes first. Confidence follows. Start with small exposures, the first email, the first call, the first 2 minutes of conversation with a stranger. Do it today, then again tomorrow. Fear shrinks when you face it on a schedule. Then comes the boring middle. The start is exciting. The finish is glamorous. The middle is repetition and quiet. This is where most dreams die. People say, "It's not working," when they mean, "It's not working fast." But the middle is not a stop sign, it's a test. Track your streak. Celebrate process wins. I showed up, I finished my session, I kept my promise, not only outcome wins. The person who refuses to stop will always outrun the person who starts dramatically and vanishes. Bring discipline to your work. Your job is not only a paycheck, it is a daily training ground for the person you're building. Some people wait to be told. Others hide behind the minimum. The disciplined person asks better questions, solves small problems before they grow, meets deadlines without drama, and treats every task as a chance to build trust. You can begin anywhere and still be respected if you show up reliably. Show up prepared. Be on time. Keep notes. Close loops. The habits you practice at work leak into every other area of your life. Leadership begins with self-leadership. People do not follow speeches, they follow consistency. Do you arrive early? Do you keep your word? Do you listen before you interrupt? Do you give credit and take responsibility? That shape of behavior is leadership with or without a title. If you want to lead a team, start with your calendar, your attention, your words. The person who disciplines themselves first becomes the person others trust most. If you are building a business or a creative project, discipline is the difference between a hobby and a living. The internet loves overnight success stories. Real success has quieter roots. You post when the numbers are small, you iterate when feedback stings, you keep serving when applause is brief, and you focus on the mission when distractions are loud. Keep a simple scoreboard with outputs you control. Did I publish today? Did I reach out today? Did I improve one thing today? Let the scoreboard stay alive, momentum follows. Everyone sells something: an idea, a skill, a solution, a promise. Sales is not manipulation, it is service plus consistency. Learn your listener's real problem. Speak clearly. Offer a fit or a polite no. Follow up without pressure. The average yes appears after several contacts. Most people quit too early. Discipline means you keep showing up with value, even after rejection. That rhythm builds trust, and trust opens doors talent alone cannot. Money respects discipline. Many people think they have an income problem when they also have an attention problem. If you spend automatically when you're bored, stressed, or trying to feel better, your money disappears without asking your permission. Start with, pay yourself first, even if the number feels small. Track every expense for 30 days, the truth is clarifying. Cancel what you don't use. Delay upgrades until your savings target is met. Learn the basics of compound growth for 15 minutes a day. None of this is dramatic. All of it is powerful. Calm replaces panic because your plan replaces guesswork. Time is your rarest currency. You can earn more money, you cannot earn more hours. Treat time like a tight container and attention like a fragile flame. Protect your mornings. Decide your top 1 or 2 actions before your phone gets a vote. Use the 80-20 lens. Most progress comes from a few high-value tasks, most exhaustion comes from unplanned distractions. 1 hour of deep focus beats 3 hours of half-present clicking. Silence notifications. Close extra tabs. Put your phone in another room for 90 minutes. Start before you feel like it. Action wakes desire. Your body is the engine. If your sleep is broken, your meals are chaotic, and your movement is zero, your brain works through fog and frayed nerves. You don't need extreme routines. You need consistent basics. Move daily, sleep 7 to 8 hours when you can, drink water, eat simple food that grew or lived, breathe more deeply, stretch. Protect evenings from bottomless scrolling. None of this is complicated. All of it is effective. A steady body gives you a steadier mind, a steady mind does better work. Now a word about happiness. Pleasure is quick and loud, purpose is quiet and deep. If you chase only comfort, you will keep needing more comfort. If you build a life you are proud of, honest work, caring relationships, real progress on your goals, you will feel a steadier joy. It will not be constant smiling. It will be alignment. You will go to bed tired in a good way. You will wake with something to move toward. Discipline, doing the right thing when it is not easy, builds that kind of happiness brick by brick. Peace of mind grows with truth. Anxiety loves a messy environment, unclear boundaries, and unspoken problems. Tell yourself the truth first: what you want, what you can no longer carry, what you are willing to do next. Clean your physical space. Mess outside multiplies stress inside. Schedule silence. A 10-minute walk without your phone is not a luxury, it is maintenance. Choose your inputs with care, your nervous system absorbs what you scroll. Set boundaries that protect your time and attention. Forgive when you can. Peace is not an accident, it is a practice design. Character is your anchor when life shakes you. It is keeping a promise no one will check, admitting a mistake without hiding, choosing fairness when you could take advantage, returning what is not yours, speaking kindly when anger would be easy. These acts look small from the outside. Inside, they build a person you trust. That self-trust is priceless. You move with quieter confidence because you know you can rely on you. Willpower is your moment-to-moment guardrail. Feelings surge. Willpower creates a small gap for a better choice to enter. You can train it. Delay gratification in tiny ways. Wait 5 minutes before replying to an emotional message, leave dessert on the table, finish the last 2 minutes of your workout when you want to quit, read 1 page even when your brain says, tomorrow. Keep micro promises, and make them small enough that you can't reasonably fail. Track your wins, short lists, quick ticks. Rest properly, a tired brain makes poor bargains. And don't fight temptations you can remove. Environment design beats willpower in the long run. If junk is not in the house, you don't eat it. If your phone lives in another room during deep work, you don't check it. All of this becomes practical when you build a simple operating system for your day. Here's a version you can start today and keep for years. Morning, water, 2 minutes of breathing, the top 1 or 2 actions written on paper, and the first step done before messages and feeds. Work, 1 deep focus block where your phone is out of reach, shallow tasks batched together, 1 small improvement to the process every day. Energy, a short walk or stretch after lunch, simple food, enough water. Evening, reflect in 2 lines: what moved me forward, what I'll adjust tomorrow. 10 minutes of calm input, a book, a gentle podcast, phone off before bed. This is not a perfect day, it is a disciplined day. String a few together and your life tilts in a better direction. Because you are learning English with me, let's design a disciplined plan for your language growth that fits inside that operating system. Keep it light and daily. In the morning, listen to 5 to 7 minutes of natural English, this podcast, a short story, or a news summary without reading. Then listen again and shadow 2 small sections, sentence by sentence, focusing on rhythm and stress more than speed. At lunch or during a walk, replay the same audio once, let your brain hear it with less effort. In the evening, record a 1 to 2 minute voice note about your day using any new phrases you learned. Don't worry about perfection, aim for clarity and flow. Once a week, choose a short clip you like and memorize 20 to 30 seconds of it with natural intonation. Every month, do 1 small conversation with a real human colleague, friend, online partner, just 10 honest minutes. That is how fluency grows, not with huge heroic marathons, but with small, faithful repetitions. You will face resistance. Expect it. Old habits will knock loudly. People who prefer the old you may feel confused when you draw new boundaries. Your own brain will negotiate with your goals when you are tired or stressed. None of this means you are failing. It means you are training. Give your future self evidence that you can be counted on. Keep a visible chain of small wins, a calendar with X's, a habit app, a paper checklist on your fridge. Protect the basics on bad days: sleep, water, movement, one meaningful action. When momentum breaks, shrink the step until it is too small to fail. If 5 pages are impossible, read 5 lines. If 20 minutes of English is too much, shadow for 2 minutes. If the gym is a mountain, do 10 squats in your kitchen. Some keeps the door open. None closes it. When you fall, and you will return without drama. Discipline is not perfection, discipline is return. The rule is simple: never miss twice. If today collapses, tomorrow shrinks the step, resets the streak, and moves on. Do not make a small slip into a big story about your identity. A bad day is a data point, not a definition. Ask 3 questions. What happened? What did I learn? What is the very next tiny action? Then do it. Prepare scripts for your most common obstacles so you don't have to invent courage in the moment. If you are tired after work, your script could be, I will do 5 minutes anyway, then decide. If you are anxious before a conversation, I will take 5 slow breaths, speak 1 honest sentence, and let the rest follow. If you are tempted by impulsive spending, I will wait 24 hours and review my list first. If your schedule breaks because of travel or family, I will protect my micro-habits: water, walk, 2 minutes of English shadowing, 1 page of reading. Scripts make discipline automatic when your brain is noisy. Design your environment to make the right thing easy and the wrong thing harder. Put your running shoes by the door. Keep your water bottle filled and visible. Charge your phone outside the bedroom. Pin your top 2 tasks on paper where your eyes land first. Leave your English notebook and headphones in your bag. Set your coffee maker the night before. You are not weak, your environment is powerful. Use it. Build social support. Tell 1 person your weekly plan. Ask them to check in on Friday. Offer to check in on them too. Share process, not perfection. I kept my streak, I did my tiny step even when I didn't want to. Community multiplies discipline because accountability lifts you on low days and celebration anchors your progress on good ones. Let's craft a 7-day reset you can start any Monday, any month, any time you need momentum. Day 1 is about clarity. Write your 1 main goal for the next 4 weeks in 1 sentence and list the smallest daily action that proves it. Day 2 is about environment. Remove 1 temptation and set up 1 support. Day 3 is about time. Carve a 20-minute deep focus block and defend it like an appointment. Day 4 is about movement. Pick a simple routine you can do anywhere and do it. Day 5 is about money and attention. Track everything for a day and cancel 1 useless thing. Day 6 is about courage. Do 1 small uncomfortable action that matters. Send the message, ask the question, share the idea. Day 7 is about review and gratitude. Write what worked, what to adjust, and 1 thing you're thankful for that discipline brought into your life. On the 8th day, you repeat the cycle with tiny improvements. This is not a challenge to win. It is a rhythm to live. As your discipline grows, you will notice surprising side effects. Your self-talk softens. Your energy feels cleaner. Decisions take less time because your values are already chosen. You become easier to live with because you are no longer juggling last-minute crises created by procrastination. Your confidence doesn't shout, it hums. People trust you because you keep promises without loud announcements. You trust yourself because your actions match your words. None of this requires a perfect past. You do not need to erase all mistakes or wait for a light blue sky. You need one honest promise made to yourself today and kept before you sleep. Keep it again tomorrow. Keep it when you are inspired. Keep it when you are bored. Keep it when no one sees, likes, or comments. The longer you keep it, the more your identity shifts from, I want to be disciplined, to, I am a disciplined person. Your habits become a story you carry in your bones. I show up. I do the work. I finish what I start. I tell the truth. I begin again. If you ever feel lost, return to the simplest version of the plan. Wake. Water. Breathe. Write the top 1 or 2 actions. Do the first step before the phone. Move your body. Eat something kind. Defend one deep work block. Do your tiny English practice. Clean your space for 2 minutes. Choose calm input before bed. Sleep. Repeat. Life will never be perfectly stable, but your rhythm can be stable enough to carry you through the waves. Now place your hand on your heart and say this out loud, not as a wish but as a decision. I keep my promises. Say it again. I keep my promises. Let that sentence become the background music of your day. When you feel the pull to scroll, to spend, to skip, or to say, tomorrow, let that sentence raise its hand and vote first. I keep my promises is how a different life quietly begins. Thank you for listening with full attention today. If this message helped you, save it, speak a few lines out loud to train your voice, and share it with someone who needs a steady, honest voice in their corner. And if you're new here, subscribe to Daily English Voices. We don't just learn English together, we build discipline, confidence, and a mindset that carries into every room of your life. I'll be here again with you tomorrow. Until then, take the smallest next right step and protect it. Keep going patiently, bravely, consistently. Your future self is already grateful for the work you did today.